content creators that bring you the lowest effort content imaginable. You know, the ones that brought you info that devs don't want you to know about. The podcast you probably don't want your girlfriend to know about.
Who?
And will most likely get you banned just for talking about it. Raw, uncut, and uncensored.
We want you to sit back, relax, and enjoy the show. Maybe try some mining or something. Remember not to undock anything you can't afford to lose.
Welcome to the Echoes of New Eden podcast. Let's start this bitch.
And welcome everybody to Echoes of New Eden podcast, here for another week of Eve Echoes content and news and shenanigans. I am your host for today, Sir Rambo, and I am joined with us today, Taylor. Damn it, I couldn't think of a nickname fast enough, Rick, with us.
Bombed, totally bombed.
As well as
bombed the intro.
Yeah. I need to just write this shit down.
It's
because,
Merger King
Rambo.
Stuff. It's the new Benzie Hael, and it's Taylor the Exact Rick. There we go.
Yeah.
No
and
nickname.
Then here we
Rick.
go. We
there
got special guest, Hael wannabe Benzie, GB with us. What's up? What's going on, Hael?
Not much.
And yeah, thanks for joining us with joining the show today. And you got the green screen going, and you got the video going too. So I welcome you. Thanks for joining. And who was it? Taylor a couple weeks back said we don't have any special guests. Who was that?
Oh yeah, who was that? It was someone who I know they watched.
It was the Alert AOA guy.
Yeah,
he's AOA guy.
He I see him in the live show every once in a while, but not like a whole lot. But it's like, geez, like you just never listen to this show at all. It's crazy.
They have their weeks, yeah. They
Yep.
have their weeks. So yeah, we didn't have a show last week. Taylor and I, we both were busy last weekend, and I think both of us travel for work too. So that was kind of one of those things where it just landed at the right spot, right time, and it's like, gosh dang it, But,
well, I was in Ethereum all day too.
Well, that too, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that. Where let's hit this real quick. It's not like there's anything going on the official EE Discord as far as like announcements and shit. But last weekend, you had a defense in Ethereum Reach. And now that I'm remembering this, you had a defense last week, and with those citadels out there, you're defending against the NPCs, and it came down to the very last NPC shot and killed the citadel at like the last second. It yeeted to the citadel and got the kill before the NPC died.
I have a feeling that the way that actually works is that as long as there's any NPCs on grid, the Citadel is taking a certain percentage of damage nonstop. Because you can watch, I watched that hull in terms of like 50% hull go down to 0, even though for the majority of that, it was just chunk. Even though there was there wasn't very many NPCs on grid. Like it kept taking hull at the same rate, even though the number of NPCs was going down to 0. So something kind of off with the way they have. I really honestly think it's X percentage of damage every minute or whatever that NPCs are on grid, period. So you literally have to kill those waves as fast as possible. It's a speed thing. It's not being able to, that's it. They have to get off grid as fast as possible. So,
yeah. In my whole experience with that, I died, I think, in the first Lancer shot.
Yeah, we did kill you with the Lancer, yeah.
What?
Hey, Well, here's the thing: is NPCs had carriers, and so they issued out their fighters, and so I was attacking the fighters, and then all of a sudden I ended up in my home base, and then you see the kill mail come up. Like, well, what the heck? I wasn't even close to the damn things, or maybe I was at just the perception of it or whatever.
Yeah.
And I ended up dying, and that was a running joke, and I ended up coming back, but yeah, it was quite a unfortunate event, I guess. I mean, it's you'd have to figure out some sort of I guess in a way meta to be able to defend those. And what ultimately it comes down to is DPS superpower too. So
Well, yeah, so the strategy that I wanted to have on grid that day, we actually didn't do. At the very last minute, I listened to a couple of other people's advice, right or wrong, doesn't matter, and we did it a little differently, and we were on the Citadel, like, at undock, and we weren't out closer to where, when they spawn, there's 3 different checkpoints that spawn. They have different names. One was just a rally. The other 2, I think, were capital rallies. But we never even saw a like maybe 3 carriers the whole damn time. Other than that, there were no caps. So I was very disappointed by that. I was also extremely disappointed by the loot that was dropping, which was pretty much shit. Like, why are we doing this? The loot's not good. The amount of DPS you have to have on grid is extremely high. I don't think there's any way to really cheese it. I mean, even AOA at one point had 6 supers on one of their citadels and couldn't save it, and that's because they couldn't apply the damage. Even though they had supers, you can't apply damage with heavy fighters very well on subs. So they probably didn't have the right kind of fit. But anyway, what I wanted to do was have 3 separate fleets, not 1. And we kind of did have 2, but they were all pulled up right on. I wanted 3 separate fleets, and I wanted one on one rally, one on another, and I wanted to be right fucking on top of them, or maybe at a little bit of a range, like 50 or so, somewhere between that. I did take in ranged fit heavies. We did take in carriers, not enough. So kind of listening back to people after the fact, and I wish some people had spoken up during this whole 2 hours that we're sitting there doing this, but apparently some of the subs were not able to hit their targets. They were too far away, 100 to 150 kilometers. So had we known that during the time, then I would have started pushing us out towards those rallies. And in fact, on the last wave, we moved faxes, 2 faxes at a time, right into 0, trying to pull aggro off of the Citadel and onto those faxes. And they were able to, a single fax could tank that whole thing. So it's, I don't know, a lot of lessons learned, some really interesting thoughts kind of come out of it afterwards. But I have a feeling that if you were sitting directly on or you went directly to each one of those spots right from the very beginning, brawl fit, up close, right at 0, let your lodges kind of anchor off a little bit and do any reps that you need. It doesn't seem like you would have to have a whole lot of tank actually in terms of those NPC waves, but that's what you have to do. You have to spread the DPS out. So it was fun.
Yeah,
it was fun. We had a good time. We had a lot of guys who were excited about it to get down there and do something a little different. I enjoyed it, even though we didn't save the Citadel. I'm kind of glad we didn't, because we'd be there right now doing it all over again. Again, for what? I don't know what. So I'm really anxious,
right.
Or not anxious, but I'm really excited to
bragging rights.
Yeah, bragging rights was about it, but God, that only lasts a week. Like after that, it's like, who cares?
Yeah.
So, I mean, but it was a good test. It was a good, I like the effort that I saw out of our pilots going down there and doing it, and had a lot of fun. But I'm really excited to see somebody else anchor, so we can go in there and really just rip them apart. That'll be a blast. So, please, somebody else anchor.
I'd actually come to this theory. Had I not been lanced right there in the beginning, Citadel probably would have survived. Just saying it. Just saying it. Oh, okay, yeah, sure. Bullshit. To an extent. It's only a little bit. Okay. All right.
Rambo would have saved the day, huh?
Since we got Hael here with us, I just want to give credit to Hael, kind of like a shout out. A lot of listeners here also listen to his. Yeah, he's covering his face. A lot of our listeners also listen to Hael and watch his YouTube content. He's been banging out a lot of good videos recently, and I think he's kind of changing the game as far as content creation goes. And we joke around and we call him a Benzie wannabe, but I think he's doing a lot more intuitive, kind of, more in-depth type of content nowadays. You don't really see it from any other content creators. We have, we do our thing, he's doing his own thing, and then you have like 5 or 6 PvPers that are just putting out low effort videos. So
you got Achieved.
That's I want to give out I want to give a shout out. I want to give a shout out to Hael. Cool. He's one of our sponsored content creators.
Yeah.
I haven't seen anything recently from Achieved. Not that I'm ignoring it or anything.
He has had computer issues the past couple of weeks because I believe his graphics cards just went boom, or something similar.
Yeah, my shirt, it does read correctly. It's just flipped for whatever reason, either through OBS or on Discord when I'm.
I think it's Discord because I'm flipped as well.
Yeah, on my end, I'm good. So it's just got to be the other shit. But my shirt says Rambo on it, of course. But yeah, just wanted to give that shout out there. Now let's get into, I guess, the official news. Official news announcements. The last announcement that EE has had was last month, 4/19. So April 19th was the last, and that was about their giveaway. It wasn't even really an announcement. Now I understand this last week, devs were on holiday. I think we kind of all knew that anyway, but it's been especially quiet on the EE Discord. So let's see what they got for patch notes. So patch notes was from April 24th as well. We already know everything about that. Nothing else in player support, Discord announcements. This in this last week. What was it? Was it this last week? Yes, Monday. I want to say Monday. The notorious Getafix had stepped down or was removed from the mods list on the EE Discord. Tay, if you want to tell us a little bit about that. I'm not on the official EE Discord on my main, of course, so I never got to see the chatter about all that type of stuff. I did see it on other Discords. Heck, people were like happy. People were happy.
There wasn't any chatter about it on the Discord. There wasn't even any chatter about it in the content creator channel. That channel has probably had 4 posts in the last month. One of which is amazing. Mario, 2 of which are Vetimmune, and that's it. That chat's completely dead. Not even by the moderators even saying anything in there, really. Mario had posted up something about what happened to Getafix. He didn't even know. And I was like, no, he's gone. That's it. He's been replaced. He had a replacement, and he's gone. I don't even know who the replacement is yet. I can't tell by looking at it over there. And haven't really bothered.
I don't think there is a replacement. There's still 2 other senior mods.
Yeah.
And then there's the rest. Yeah.
I mean, obvious question here, though. Do we care?
Nope. I think and the whole reason of discussion is because there's a lot of happy people in the community about it.
That part,
announcements were made, and I think the fake Evechos even had an announcement. We have received word that the notorious mod known as Getafix has resigned his role as mod on the server that shall not be named. Was the Randall scandal too much for him? Did he get punished for being an imbecile? Was this departure caused by notorious gangsters Rambo and Damon Zell? The world of New Eden may never know the truth, but we do.
Yeah, it was too much for him. That's what. It's too much for him. He couldn't take it anymore.
Amazing.
Yep.
Amazing. So, yeah, that one, along with other chatter like in the Gulag, people were raving about it and talking about it, and people were asking like, why did he do that? And we may never know. Who knows?
He's been around since the beginning of the game.
Jesus. Do I need to just flip my damn camera right now?
I think you do, yeah. I mean, it's not hard. It's a button click.
Let's see. If I do blend...
He'll be upside down.
The question is, where's the button?
Yeah, he's going to be upside down before you know it.
Flip horizontal. Bam.
There you go.
Okay.
There you go. Now it's correct. But it seems so weird to me because I never see you with your mic to your right because it's always to the left on my end. But now it looks like it's to the right, so it's totally...
Now just instead of coming from the side of my screen, it just looks like it's going off into the ether.
Yeah.
So,
oh, well.
Anyway. This is a low-budget, low-effort podcast, by the way, so... There still is a budget. It's just extremely low.
It's extremely low.
Okay.
Somewhere south of zero.
Yeah. I'm negative. This podcast costs me more money than I make. So.
Yeah, probably. Yeah. Hey, we are going to have, and I was going to say this to you beforehand, but we were in the talk channels or whatever. But before the show is over, we're going to do one trivia question to give away Duo Omega for this week. We're going to do one. I said something about it over on the Twitch channel in case anybody's over there streaming and you got in and didn't see that beforehand, but it'll be one. And it is working again. I don't know what happened or what the issue was or who's doing it, if it's the new Cal guy or whatever, but the submission that I had did get awarded last 2 weeks ago, got awarded this last week. Someone got it, so it's running again. And I should have done it again this week, and I didn't get time or whatever, so here it is. Here we are. We got one to give away for this week.
Baller. Yeah, and I was going to ask about that because you did a giveaway here on the E1 Discord earlier this week.
Yep.
So I was almost curious if that was like an announcement in content creator chat saying that they're trying to work on that or do something with that. So,
no, it was 2. That's right. That's correct. So 2 weeks. I got those times mixed up. 2 weeks ago, I did it on my server just to see if it was working. That way I could just award it to somebody, and if they didn't get it, then I would just pay like Corp Omega or something. And then I waited to see if it got awarded, and it did. That's when I went and did the trivia this week.
Okay. Baller.
You don't have to be in the official Discord, Venom. I'm doing it here on this server.
Yep. He will do it here.
In fact, I'm going to do it on the official fake
tuned.
one, too. So
stay tuned. After the show, he's going to do a question that nobody knows.
I don't know it yet either. I make him up on the fly.
You know, I was thinking, I was like, I need to get Who Wants to Be a Billionaire back. And I was looking through some more menus this last week, and I was like, oh, man, that could be a... this freaking chat's got me distracted. God dang it.
They're so quick with those.
Anyway, I was thinking of more questions for Who Wants to Be a Billionaire. So, of course, we would ask for sponsors and all of that because it's all IS giveaways. So, and I'm broke. I'm a broke dick. So, so another thing that I wanted to touch on too with the EE Discord was the Endorsed Media channel. Since the last time that we had a show, which was on April 22nd, only one other content creator has came out with something on the Endorsed Media channel. Otherwise, since then, it's been dead. Nobody else.
Jesus.
But that's like official CCs. It was Gengar.
Yeah.
For the filament video. Yeah. You know, the other creatives, that's generally just us. And then there's like YouTube content or community creations. And there's kind of all the stuff that's they're not official content creator type stuff. So there's all that. That's where Hael videos are. Since he can never get...
I think I've only posted one in there so far this year, I think.
Well, I see the one that you posted a couple days ago about free capital nanocores.
I must have put it there by mistake because I've been trying to avoid that Discord.
Well, you only posted it on like every Discord.
You might get some views
out of it. 70 pings.
It's easy to get carried away.
Yeah. So, you did actually a pretty in-depth video on the Capital Nanocore in the past, and like you did the math for how long it'll take using the free versus paid, and what's your thoughts on that? Or what kind of feedback have you been seeing since that video?
I think the most common sentiment, of course, is that it's just too long to wait. 2.5 years if you're going down the free route is just way too much. And I can't have my headphones on when I'm talking because it just feels weird. Yeah, 2.5 years if you're going free is just it's not feasible. For the people that do buy the Concord Pass, the most common sentiment is they just wouldn't bother because, what was it, 8 or 10 months? I've already forgot the number. Probably 10, 8.
Well, it's 600,000.
Someone just watch my video and tell me the number for
it's
paid.
It's 600,000 every time, or it's 60,000 every time if you pay. That's your max is 60,000, so that's 10 months. But you can get more.
8.5. Mario pointed out to me that you get an extra 10,000 after level 30. That isn't included in that rewards preview bit.
Yep.
And I think if you buy advanced, you get even more Concord points. But the most common sentiment is that it's just not worth it. People would rather spend those points every month on those keys to unlock those random Nanocore rewards, because you get a lot of valuable stuff in there. And by the time you do get a capital Nanocore, you can't really upgrade it, can you? You can't level up any of its attributes when you upgrade it to gold, because you need more capital Nanocores to analyze. So most of the players that wouldn't buy this Nanocore, out of the ones that have been vocal about it anyway, have been saying, no, it's just not worth it. It's just not accessible enough as far as they're concerned. I mean, me personally, I'm not really fussed because I keep on forgetting that my carrier even exists.
Well, I'm not to that point, but you know, it's odd that I had like 250,000 Concord points saved up, and then all of a sudden I get this new bright idea and I start spending all the Concord points on skills that I want to use, like the advanced skills. And so I burnt up a lot of my points stash to go toward that stuff. And then now we get this. So to think too, is in order to get the elite pass, at least the lowest, I guess just the entering, you know, the lowest one is $10 US. So $10 a month on top of your Omega. I mean, it's not too, you know, it doesn't break the bank, I don't think. So there's been time I need the skill points for sure. So I've been actually getting the Concord Pass things on my characters, but yeah, it's kind of just one of those things. And I do want to go back to the patch notes, because we didn't have a show last week, we didn't talk about them, but there is things that in here that I do want to talk about. Okay. So we'll touch on that. But Taylor, did you have anything you wanted to cover about the capital nanocores?
I mean, not really. I mean, 600,000 is a bit much. 250 I think would be more manageable, but you know, what are they going to do for supers or lancers or any of the, I mean, it's literally just regular carriers and regular dreads. So is a lancer going to be 800,000 points? Is a super, if it ever would happen, be 1 million points, 2 million points? I mean, from a time standpoint, it doesn't make a whole hell of a lot of sense to me when you can just go and get a blue Nanocore and get about the same stats and be done with it for a couple billion, right? So, or just build it yourself, right? So it doesn't seem like it's really worth it. I think they've probably put that cost a little too high. If it was about half, I think it'd be good. And first and foremost, though, I think it's great that they're doing something. Because the capital nanocores need to be I mean, honestly, all the nanocores need to be available at pretty much all the time, frankly. I should be able to go into that Concord store and I should be able to get any one of the nanocores, any nanocore for any ship in the game, period, at any time, regardless. Now, maybe it's a different version every other month, or if it's maybe a different style of box every month, like they did those 5s. That was kind of cool, where they had the new named ones like Lucifer cores and all that. That was kind of neat. But this whole restricted, where once a year maybe, like right now, you see a nanocore for a jump freighter, and then it's gone. And if you don't go and spend $450, forget about it. Like, that stuff has got to go away. So from that standpoint, I think it's great that they put them in there. I think they just set the number way too high. So.
Yeah, I'd agree, especially after I just spent a shit ton. So, yeah, 600 is quite a lot. And when I first saw that number, and I was like, "Holy shit, it's gonna take me 3 years to be able to get that."
Yeah.
I'm like, I'm not gonna do it. So I'm not even gonna bother with it. So, let's talk about this new event real quick. The Swarm Assault. By now, everybody's probably got it completed. You know, you have options. You have capabilities of getting the Lancer Dreadnought Koi draw chest and other great rewards. But more importantly, what I want to talk about in this is you can get the Dami Navy issue option, or just a battleship opt box, but the Dami Navy issue is in this, and people have been taking this thing out,
Yeah.
and been doing filament fleets and all this, and so yeah, we have the Dami Navy issue, and I fit mine. I have a couple Damis that I don't really use. Not really using drones anymore. It's kind of, I don't know if it's has it always been meta and people just stray away from it? Has like drones are still good for ratting, but I don't know. People, use their other weapon types like lasers.
Well, the drones are kind of hard with AI,
drones.
so yeah.
I think
Yeah.
the drones might have fallen off a bit because you don't have a striker mode for them, do you? And people like striker mode when ratting because the DPS just goes higher and higher. That's just my take on it.
Yeah, I mean, look at what an ANI can put out. Look at what an MNI can put out. Just raw DPS. Rambo, you just got called out for lying in front of your wife. She just really ripped you up right there. You did not want. Look how red he is. He is cherry red at this. He is redder than the Rambo on his shirt, and he is getting redder by the minute, ladies and gentlemen. Oh my God.
I totally
Allie,
forgot.
We love you, Allie.
I genuinely forgot that my wife has been running my alt on my PC
Oh, there's your
in
excuse.
AI.
Your wife's been running your
Yes.
alt. My wife
Wasn't
did
even
it.
me.
Poor Allie.
It wasn't even me. I personally haven't ran it.
Well,
She
that's the
has.
point of AI.
but-
You don't run it.
Yeah. Dude.
Yeah. Okay, called me out. Yeah, she
Yep.
definitely threw me under there.
Yep, she got you good.
So, anyway, in this new event, you can get the Dami Navy issue, and people have been playing around with that. I did get it, I did fit it, and I have all of 400 DPS. So I was kind of disappointed.
Well, if you don't have a whole lot of
with-
skills, I've seen him
s-
pretty much over 20. I think I saw one over 20k DPS, which is astounding. And I saw its speed was 2,500 meters a second as well, over 2,500 meters a second as well.
Nice.
So that's a bit much to try to take on. So I imagine that was
Yep.
probably aerial tactics or aerospace tactics versus bombard, because you don't see the numbers
Yeah.
on bombard, but you do on aerospace. But that would be interesting.
So get this. Along with this, they incorporated the Venture 4 Cov Ops. Or is it a Venture 4 Cov Ops or just Venture Cov Ops?
Venture
Derived
Cov
from the
Ops.
Venture 4, this ship is specifically designed for engaging in the most dangerous yet most lucrative mining businesses. So there you go. That's been people been requesting this for a long time. We've mentioned it a number of times on this show. I have yet to even look at that, but I haven't got to sit in one to see how much the cargo space can hold. I have seen a lot of deaths with
Mhm.
them. People taking them to Ethereum Reach and doing that type of stuff. So, yeah.
Bradrick, I mean,
It-
we asked for it, and they gave it to us. I'm not complaining. I mean, I don't care how long it took. How long did it take for Venture Covert Ops to get into EVE Online? How long did it take for EVE Online to have Lancers? Do you realize Lancers just came into EVE Online last year, and we got them this year? Exactly, Achieved. Right, 12 years. I mean, come on.
Oh gosh.
Yeah.
That's
Okay.
Joda and his Scepter fleet. Real picture.
Right. You never know who FC is.
Yep.
Okay. Then they have a bunch of bug fixes here. Fixed an issue where the capsuleer outpost fitting window might not open. Fixed an issue where erroneous prompt would about exceeding the 3 times limit might pop up when entering Waste Seeker drone regions with jump clone. Fixed a display issue with the kill markers of ships such as the Lancer Dreadnought and Stratios. Fixed an issue where weapons and drones might automatically cease fire after destroying an NPC with a single shot. Fixed an issue where disconnecting while under warp scramble status might allow the player to successfully warp into deep space. Fixed a rare issue where there was no combat log after a ship was destroyed. If you encounter this issue, please contact our customer service. So there you go. That was it.
All right.
Do you hear the wind? Do you hear the wind in my mic? Freaking,
I do.
Yeah.
It's like hurricane force winds up here. It's like freaking crazy. Just wait, my power will go out. Just wait. I say that now, and then something's gonna happen.
Well,
And now he's
muted
turned his
yourself.
mic off.
Now he's turned his mic off. Yeah.
Yeah, just doing the lip sync thing for a second, but that's basically it for game news. You know, not too much. It's been kind of quiet. And even then, those were patch notes from April 24th. So, oh yeah, good stuff.
I don't like this server maintenance every 2 weeks thing for multiple reasons. Number one, it's causing some issues with the servers, apparently. I mean, we've gotten so many local disruptions, so many chat disruptions since they did that. Those two things, to me, coincide. But also, it just more of a lull, I guess, in their output as well, where we can just sit here and know for sure that there wasn't anything this week. There wasn't going to be anything this week, because updates-wise, because it wasn't the maintenance reboot week, right? So now the updates are going to come every 2 weeks. I don't know. I guess there's good and bad to that, I suppose. But the biggest drawback is just this whole lag we have on the server sometimes of chat just dying, local dying. I don't know. I think it's good for us. I think it's bad for a lot of people. But I think it's good for content, that's for sure, the PvP side of thing.
I don't know.
Yeah, how
From a
about this?
selfish perspective, I can't do weekly market videos.
Yes, it's screwing with the market stuff as well because of the whole estimated values. They're totally jacked. So
Yeah, so how about that? The blackout that happened this last week. And local was screwed up. Channels were screwed up. People didn't know, you know, is it the real local? Are these people really here? Are there people here that I don't see? There have been people freaking out. I've actually seen a bunch of losses regarding this.
and then
And
we
of
had
course,
this
PvPers
is-
are enjoying it.
we can't forget this. I don't mean to interrupt you because someone's going to yell at me about interrupting you. But we can't
Yep,
forget
don't
this
do it.
whole discussion here about local being broke and everything else reminded me in our staff channel. Damn it, people stop posting shit. I can't get to the. Where's the thread? Where's the thread? We have a thread for today, and I have a screenshot that I'm going to share because this guy is fucking retarded. I shouldn't say that. That's incorrect. That's politically incorrect. This guy's total moron. Whatever. I don't know what word can you politically correct use nowadays. But let's look at this about local
Please let it be me.
from dipshit mod Jeff Fa mother whatever. I mean,
JF, okay.
yeah.
So you post a screenshot. Let's hear what it says. It's general chat from somewhere.
The general
Well,
chat from
most
the
likely
official server, yeah, and it says that's how it's always been. If there's 10 in system 8 are docked, it only shows 2. Fuck off, Jay. Play the game.
What?
The fuck is wrong with you? If there's 10 people
I know
in
for a fact
system,
he
whether
ain't
they're
playing the
docked
game.
or not, you see all 10 in local, dipshit. You can't dock and suddenly you're not in local anymore. Holy crap! I'd have been using the fuck out of that if that was true. You
Did
dipshit.
he play the game once?
I don't
for
think he's
5
ever
minutes
logged
when
in.
it was that broken.
Look at the. I mean, even if he started in a starter system and played it for 5 seconds, he'd know better. That's the dumbest thing I've ever heard. I can't post
This
that.
is just amazing.
Well, I don't think he's played since SJI has been considered a deceased corp, but yeah, he says there are 10 in system, 8 are docked. You only see 2 names. Obviously, he doesn't play the game. Like what?
That's the way it's always been.
What?
Who should ever listen to anything
Lost
you
Alliance
ever
chat.
say? I mean, that's just dumb.
The Lost Alliance chat and help chat are a problem. You should definitely reinstall and try to fix that. No, it's not a game issue. It's a server side issue.
Yep.
I love that though. The solution is always reinstall it.
No,
and it never works. And people just waste their time doing it.
The real solution to the chat issue, not the local issue, because I don't know that, but I know what the real solution to the chat issue is. It's just to log off and log back on, because every time you log on, you are logged on to one of multiple servers. So there's a chat server. There's multiple chat servers all around the world. So if you log on and don't see Alliance and all that stuff, then you're on the dead server, 1 out of 5 or whatever it is. You just log off, wait a second, log back in, and if it's all there, great. You got onto one of the other 4 servers that are working. All good. Not all around the world.
So,
whatever, Darius. They're all in Nettie's broom closet. Whatever. It doesn't matter.
What are their hot shops or sweatshops or whatever? The one of the things about the chat though is typically restarting the device does help, but whenever you come off of cell service onto Wi-Fi, there's a chance there that your chat is going to get screwed up, or vice versa. If you're on Wi-Fi and you disconnect or you switch over to a hotspot, so again cellular, you probably won't get chat unless you restart not the device but restart the game at least. And so that has helped a lot of people regarding the broken chats and stuff. I don't know about the local. I didn't get much time to play during that blackout session, but I was seeing people dying and I wouldn't say accusing, but blaming it on a lack of intel in the chats, et cetera, et cetera. I mean, these are big kills. It's like, how do you not see 8 people just show up at your doorstep, right? So yeah, it's pretty crazy. And is that still going on? I think it was broken for a while, but
it seems fixed right now.
It seems fixed. Okay. I know I was on earlier today and I didn't see any really issues with that, but I've been on Wi-Fi the entire time too, so there's that. Because they're never paying attention to begin with, and count solely on cams. Possibly, probably. You never know. Excuses, I guess. I know a lot of people that probably should watch intel and cams and still don't.
Yeah.
But yet, here we are. So yeah, that was the latest fun, right? People, a lot of PvPers were enjoying that. I think the first day that was happening, I don't know, I seen 4 or 5 Rourke lost mails, a bunch of capitals. I think that was another thing too. Just recently, somebody had posted all the capital kills in the month of April from SHH.
Yeah, I posted that.
It was like a whole video. Yeah.
Not a video. I just posted the numbers.
No, there was a video made on it though.
Oh, was there? Okay.
Yeah.
I didn't see the video. Someone didn't send it.
That wasn't me.
Yep. No, but
You know what's funny is my wife, she runs my AI during the week, and the other day chat broke and there was local broke, and freaking this fleet jumped in and she said rip my alt, and I was like, really? You got me killed? Like, WTF? She's like, oh, you don't trust me? Okay, here we go with the bait questions, right? Oh, here we go. Now she's typing. I'm really gonna get rude now.
Oh.
She says, oh, you don't trust me? And then 3 hours later, she says, rip Rambo alt. Oh, yeah. I'm like, okay. Yeah, there goes my alt.
Which alt
My
was
AI.
it? Was it Rambo Rick? Was it Rambo Tay? Or was it Blue Tackle trademark?
None of those.
None of
It
those.
wasn't any of those.
None of those are actually yours.
No, those are mine.
Yeah.
But it wasn't any of those.
That's funny.
So, yeah, it's pretty funny. You know, throughout the day, she actually sees those. So everybody that messages those characters thinking that they're me, she actually sees. By the way, so that's the last time you don't load the dishwasher. Yeah.
Yep.
AWOL get kicked from BRRR, then joined AOA, according to Mr. Venom Wolf. Though, you know, not this last week, but the week before, that was kind of big news. AWOL getting removed from BRRR.
Yep.
I did see a statement from Ozzier on that, regarding that it wasn't just because they lost the 2 supers, but something along those lines. Like, it just so happens to be coincidentally they're around when supers get killed. So there was that. Let me see, because I asked Guy for a statement on that when it happened, and there was a screenshot going around. Oh yeah, he gave me the screenshot of Ozzier. I think they got this Citadel in either Esoteria. I think it was Esoteria, and they named it Jacoba is G at symbol Y. So everybody knows what they're referring to there. And I think that was an Entosis, or like just like a, you know, a Citadel swap or something.
Oh my
So
gosh.
they ended up getting removed from BRRR. Do I need to copy this? Here, I'll post it in the on-air chat, unless it wasn't posted here. So there's that. That was while they were in BRRR, I believe, when that screenshot was taken. It was either taken from somebody outside, somebody within BRRR, or somebody from AWOL. So they had that. Then, like, the next day, if not the same day, they were removed from BRRR. And actually, here in that same conversation I had with Guy, I have a thing here from Ozzier. I'll post it in the on-air chat. Paste. So Ozzier says he's on vacation, but he just wants to take a moment to say the removal of AWOL is not BRRR saying they did it, they AWOXed them. There's just a consistent trend of AWOL being around when supers die. Though it was more so the response and actions after the recent BBBQ deaths that lead more to BRRR cutting the cord. There are no accusations, just objective facts. Your alliance and corporation leadership has the responsibility to you all. Please continue to speak with your corporation leadership for any other questions. And he kind of goes on about that CEO type chatter.
Didn't kick you because of the super deaths, but kicked you because you're always around because of when the supers die.
Right.
That's
and
like,
let's see. It was the day of we had that podcast. You said you didn't want to talk about it, but they had lost 2 supers and a bunch of key money alts
that day.
Now somebody just posted, Venom Wolf had posted that key money's in AOA Corp right now, ZWYX. So AWOL did since then disband, if you consider it disband, but I know Guy had joined Trog.
Yep.
And then and Kimani, went to AOA.
That's hilarious. I don't understand that at all. That's just so weird.
Who else are they going to join?
Illuminati wanted to come back up to Silent, and I just kind of ignored that. But he was DMing me. He was DMing me Kai too. So we don't need the drama.
So, yeah, that was that happened not just last week, but the week before. Mandela Ghost, he's also AOA. Yeah, so there you go. If you can't beat him, join him, right? I'm telling you, you gotta brush up on your Chinese, because everybody's gonna end up joining AOA one of these days unless something's done. telling you. But I'm wrong. Don't listen to me. I'm wrong.
You're, yeah. I won't say what I was gonna say.
No, go ahead. It's roast me day.
I was gonna say that's not a biased comment.
Should we talk about how Damon Zell hasn't played the game in so long? He had an update from the what was that, Nanocore? Damn it!
That was when the login screen was the hell with the Neon Rain core on, or the Star Waltz core on it. That was like this week. He went to
Silver
go and pull the
Waltz.
game up, and it still had that screen on it. That's like
Jesus.
2-3 months ago. Good job, Damon.
Let's roast Damon here for a second. I got the screenshot. He was doing his update. He hasn't played in so long. He's got the Silver Waltz screen.
Yeah, that one.
Yeah. that was posted by Damon.
Yep.
That he had to do the update. And heck, we haven't really seen much content from him recently, huh? Like
No,
at
no.
all.
I think Rambo muted himself again because I can see him talking.
No, I wasn't talking. I'm trying to clear my throat.
Gotcha.
It's allergy season. Yeah, it's allergy season. So,
So
time
if you
for-
see me
Hey.
covering my mouth, I'm trying to stop myself from burping.
Is it time
Right.
for a Claritin D ad?
yeah, I need something like that. Yeah, I don't miss the anime screen whatsoever.
No.
Heck, I don't even really care for this one that we're having now.
Nah,
I kind
it's
of
kinda old.
cannot wait till they change it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Silver Waltz wasn't too bad. There was one that I really enjoyed, though I can't remember what it was. CyberX. Yeah, CyberX.
That looked really cool. Jubi wants to come on.
All right, Jubi.
We can bring him up.
Yeah, let's get Jubi up in here. Let's see here. He has his invite to speak. Come on down, Jubi. You got to accept your invitation.
Yep.
There he is.
Hey.
What's going on, Jubi?
Testing.
Yeah,
Can you
you're on.
Works.
Houston.
You're
Yes.
live.
All right. Yeah. Hi. Hi, everyone.
Hello.
Good
Hello.
to see Hell has came to the show, and
Yes,
I've
ascended.
missed. Yeah, I missed most of
Yeah,
the show.
yeah,
I
ascended.
just came in. Oh, yeah. I also have been taking a small break, kind of from Eve Echoes. Been playing some Warframe, but I can say that today I started to edit a Eve Echoes video recently and was recording some music. Really hard with the new PC, OBS Studio and whatever, those things. Learning so much new things.
Yep. Yep.
Oh, but yeah.
So you're getting into the game with a PC and doing content through there, and doing like OBS and camera stuff.
Yeah, I managed to save some money and I got a really good gaming laptop, and now I'm transferring the video to the laptop and trying to edit those videos on the PC, and I used to use iPad to make my videos, and I have usually 3 options what I can do, like cutting the video and fade and stuff. But then on PC you have hundreds of effects and all sorts of crazy stuff you can do, and I'm like, god damn. Exploring the opportunities.
Oh yeah, a lot more.
There's one feature where you can actually flip the camera, horizontal or vertical. We had to run through that earlier on the show today.
Oh, that's cool. Yeah, I'm just today only started to look at all those things what you can do, but much easier was to edit the videos on iPad. You just slap your hand and it cuts everything, and that's it. But
That's
yeah,
it.
Yeah, I haven't used a mouse like for years. My hand is hurting from using a mouse today. Like, oh shit,
That's funny.
it's crazy. Yeah, technology.
So what's going on in the world of Jubi and Eve Echoes? I know one of the last times I was talking with you, I'd asked if you were still in Void, in which you were. You didn't get kicked out. I think we had talked about that. But you kind of
Yeah.
just been doing your other game content, and so you're coming back to Eve Echoes and doing that thing again.
Yes, yes. I was waiting for like when there will be something I can go and film, and hopefully someday. But I managed to find some old videos, like what I was thinking I failed to record, but suddenly I found some half an hour of epic capital ship stuff, and yeah, I'm going to do some kind of cinematic I love Eve Echoes type of video next, with music, probably half an hour of music and capital ships with neon rain and all sorts of cool skins. It was part of the podcast number 1 what I did. Then Rambo said that, by the way, Jubi, that's not a podcast, that's just a commentary from some kind of a strange battle what I was describing. So
Yeah, I was like, I
now
don't know if I need to
actually-
watch this or listen to it.
Yeah, now I have the video of that thing actually, like, or part of it. But yeah, let's see. Really hard to edit these videos on the PC. I need to train a lot. Probably 1 year to be a pro editor.
There's a lot
Yeah,
to
you
it.
got plenty of time. Yeah, I'm sure you got snow still up where you're at. So
Actually, like 2 days ago, the ice from our lake, it disappeared. Now we have no snow, no ice.
jeez.
And yeah,
Nice.
now it. But
Yeah.
yeah, we used to have like snow like a week ago.
In case nobody knew, Jubi lives like very close to the North Pole, like literally. He's way
I
up
lived
there.
in the
Like
place where
Arctic
Santa
Circle.
Claus lives. Santa Claus is in Lapland,
And I'm sure-
Finland.
And to your neighbors, you
he's-
probably are Santa Claus.
Yeah, it's not Santa Claus is not Coca-Cola America. He's from Finland, Lapland. Where's the reindeer?
Yeah.
You know?
Nice. Yeah, I hope you get the hang of things and and come back and doing that stuff. I'm sure people miss their Jubi content, as though not trying to poach you, but I should say it's like if you want PvP content, go to SHH. So
Ah, yeah. I've kind
there's
of
every day there's something.
Every day.
Every day there's something.
Every day.
Right, Taylor?
Every
Every day. Taylor's in my DMs. He's in my pings. He's like, gotta form up. Gotta get people. I'm like,
I
dude,
was
I'm
thinking
working.
if it would be possible to have like diplomatic immunity, like I could be like a student of war and can just join organizations where something is happening to train skills, and and not like being branded somehow that he's
Just do it.
evil spy
do
because he was there. And kind of just go to places. But I'm just thinking maybe
Yeah.
But-
If you want a spot in B1G, I can get you a spot, by the way. So, just saying.
just say okay.
Let's just try and get all of the content creators in B1G.
All in one, yes.
Only
That's kind of funny.
And that's actually true.
It could be a
Lou.
thing.
Like seriously, like NILF does so much freaking PvP anymore. They're making Pan look silly some days. And Legion. And
NPYRT.
Big has never been huge on on just PvP on normal roams like that anyway. But yeah, NILF is doing a fantastic job. No complaints. Yep.
Yeah, so what else is going on? Not really too much other stuff. I mean, we covered the AWOL, we covered the Getafix thing, we covered the Ethereum Reach content last week, covered some of the new stuff in the patch notes. Otherwise, not too much other stuff has been going on. We talked about the broken local and the broken chats that have happened this last week. Chinese were on holiday, so they're back to work today. So maybe I'll get a message from Kat regarding my content creator status.
Probably not.
Try getting. I'm still waiting for that. It amazes me.
That's pretty stupid.
Yeah, that's why I kind of wanted to take a break from all that stuff, like after the AMA, because I don't know, kind of sometimes I lose faith, and need some time to recover from all that shame and disappointment, and hopefully it's totally dead, the whole content creator chat. There's Vetamune, he's always saying something, but
every once in a while,
otherwise,
every once in a while.
Otherwise, I'm like, fuck it. Like, if I need to ask something, you just DM the cat or the manager who is in charge, and no point in all that content creator chat, basically. But I don't know. Then I heard, you said about the Getafix thing, that the Rendals probably got to him, and he was like, I'm going out of here, no more. And that's weird. But it's a strange place, that Iveco's Discord.
So some of the things that we got leaked, we didn't ever go over. I'm going back and looking at our show notes that were supposed to be for 428. Obviously, we talked about the DNIs coming out, and those boxes. If you had an existing box, it now has a DNI in it. So they did. That was nice for them to update that. But there's a few other things that we forgot about here. And I was just kind of going through the notes. So the the Longbow is now out. That's a new module for Dreadnoughts that got released over the last 2 weeks. So that was a nice new update that came out. I don't know how many of you guys have installed that, built that, used it, but it's pretty freaking handy. I like the added DPS and the added stats for it. So I haven't put it on my Naglfar yet, but it's a comment. I got a couple of BPs to build. They even gave the name, I guess, to the new carrier, the Yu Ying. They called it a Yu Ying class versatile carrier, although we've been told it's a fax, so I don't know why they're giving it weird names. But remind me why they said this thing in here about new special anomalies, replacement of Scout and Inquisitor anomaly spaces. That was in the leaked notes that we got. And I think that's something that's coming, but hasn't really been discussed yet by anybody that I've seen.
Right, yeah, because at first, before they had the patch notes, we're like, is this the patch notes or is this upcoming content?
Yeah.
Kind of turned out to be a little bit of both.
A little bit of both. Yeah, a little bit of both. So I don't know what this new special anomalies replacement stuff is, but that's something that's coming, apparently. Then there's new delivery functions. Initially, this feature allows the delivery of some capital ships from high security to low sec ITC zone. I think that is what they're trying to do to get rid of the Lancers that are still in high sec, new ITC regions. But delivery services will work for those as well. So, is this stuff you're going to be covering in a video, Achieved? Is that why you're wanting me to be quiet? Yeah. Let's see. Then they go Legion Outpost operation functionality, including new building equipment. I don't know what that's about. New insurance feature for Legion assets. I don't know what that's about either. But if you've been watching over in EO, they just released some very interesting things over in EO in the last week for like mining automatically from your Citadel, a new structure that you add on. It'd be really cool to get something like that for us. Same thing with PI. We've talked about that before, but and there's some other experience optimizations coming as well. First one being blueprint optimization. Enhanced design of blueprints for special ships, hangar modifications, and mining modules. This one they already came out with. So at this point, yeah, there you go. At this point, the I think that's already happened because your Navy issue stuff, even your faction frigates are now viable to build and viable to IP as of that update. Sovereignty combat experience, reduction in battle duration. The fuck does that mean?
Yeah. Well, I think they've had a history of wanting battles to not last for 4 hours long. Like back in the day when we had 1,200 people in system, in certain battles, and people would complain about needing to be at the battle for so long, and so they wanted to reduce the amount of time because after all, this is a mobile game.
Yeah.
And they want to reduce that. So what does that mean? Well, now we have T4 Citadels, or T1s, I should say, and they have so much shield, not including Corp Tech. And it's like doubled or tripled if you include Corp Tech, if it's 10 out of 10. But then you need to have like supers on grid to be able to kill those at any decent amount of time, plus a supporting fleet. I mean, you're going to be there for hours in a battleship fleet. Let alone if the defending force has ships to kill too. So then obviously these battles are being a while. But they say reduction in battle duration. Does that come down to the one-on-one frigate versus frigate, or is it more so the Sov type battles over Citadels?
I don't know. I think the number one thing I would change about that right now is to take that reinforcement window and make it a longer period instead, and get rid of the timer tanking. The time zone tanking is out of fucking hand because it's it's an hour on a T4, but everything else is 15 minutes. So I like the hour on the T4, but still it needs to be longer. It needs to be like 4 hours.
What was the EVE Online solution to time zone tanking?
4 hours. When your whole timer comes up, you've got a 4-hour maintenance for it to repair. So you got to defend it for 4 freaking hours. That means we could show up to kill it right at the start of that timer, right in the middle of that timer, right at the end of that timer, whatever. You've got to have a defensive fleet that's able to stay there for that duration, or watch it, or be able to log in and undock or whatever for that duration. So
Yeah, when I played EVE Online like 10 years ago, there was no timer tanking. You just wipe out a whole system in 1 hour, destroy everything. Like there's like you just shoot the shields and armor and hull, and then it goes boom, and you just look around, nothing's there.
Well,
everything's camped.
Yeah, and if they made it to where the ability to kill the add-on structures as well, that would be nice. But you can't kill the add-on structures. So you're literally just down to fighting over a citadel or an outpost in system, and that's it.
So continue on your reading of these.
Bug fixes, ongoing fixes for bugs introduced in recent updates, such as in anomalies in planetary mining and inactive jump bridges. I don't know why that's in like a patch like this, but it is. Combat balancing, continuous updates focusing on buffs. So there's buffs coming, not nerfs. I don't know if that's on.
Well, we knew about the whole defensive thing that
there is a defensive
going with this year.
Yep. Gameplay optimization, improvements in unstable wormholes, needle fiber tactics, NPC sieges, and exploration of new gameplay content. Okay. Anomaly space refresh. Increase the variety of loot, not ISK-based. So our loot tables are going to change this year. And then market optimization. Introduction of more ways to consume ISK. That's what market optimization means. Oh,
More
God.
ways to consume ISK. What was it? Recently, I was looking at something. Was it in the Concord Pass? There was something that was like, it was a lot of ISK, not 500 mil. I want to say it was like in the billions. Was it 500 bill? What was that? It was 500 B for something. I have to log into the game.
Trying to find it now.
Oh, it's gonna bother the heck out of me if I don't find it. Yeah, it was worth. I saw this. I was like, no way is it that much. Like, who's got that? Sure.
I can't find it. Whatever it is, I can't find it.
Now I'm logging in right now. I'm not sure if it was in the expert skill chip box for 50 bill and a starry night. I don't think it was that. Maybe it was that. Yeah, maybe it was the guaranteed chip for the expert skill chip, because I remember talking to my wife about that. And it's either you got that or you try getting one of the option boxes by luck. So was it the NES store? I know, now it's gonna bother the heck out of me.
Yeah, I remember that. It was in the store. The hot shit page. And
Hot
then
shit
you can,
page.
and then you find like this 100 billion ISK advanced skill chip or something. I was really like, what the fuck? Who has so much ISK just lying around? Like,
Right.
Yeah.
I don't know. And you can like buy like 40 times that box and per account or something. I was like, god damn.
Fighter
Jesus.
blueprints for 100 billion.
Sweet jeez. Yeah. Like, yeah, something like that. Yeah. I was like, god damn.
We did have saved
Yeah.
the first death of Adventure Cov Ops. There it was at 1.3, but then again, there's also this one, which was just the other day at 22.5.
Ooh,
Look at that, full of.
Holy
and that was in
shit.
Cobalt Edge. What was
look at
this other
the
one? It was in
integrated
Ethereum
rigs on
Reach.
it.
why? It was in Cobalt Edge. Why integrate it?
That's
You
hilarious.
go in there to die.
Yep. That's pretty funny.
Wow. I didn't
Yeah,
even
I
know
can't
that
find a thing
that
with
ship
ISK anymore.
I don't know what's better.
came out.
I don't know what's better. The fact that he integrated it for Cobalt Edge, but he's got mixed in T3 and T4 rigs. He's got minor efficiency upgrade for 6 of them, and then 12 of the level 3 minor circs. I mean,
Poor guy.
what does this do
He's
for
like
you? I don't understand. Like, I don't understand.
It snipes C70 faster. That's all he was there
And you
for.
die.
Yeah, I hope it was worth it.
I think it's wanted to end up in this show.
Yeah.
That's for sure.
Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
something like that. That's all I had on those leaked updates, by the way. I got nothing else
Yep.
on that end of it.
It was actually me that posted that, and I totally forgot that. I included the link too, but people still say it's fake, so it is what it is.
Yep.
Yeah, that's about all we got. That's about all we got.
Oh, that second kill mode, the 22 one, he could have walked away.
Yeah,
'Cause
he had
the
enough stabs
Adventure
on it.
Covert Ops has a built-in +2.
Yeah. What a
Dang, Damon
idiot.
hasn't logged in so long, he's got no skills in training.
That's hilarious.
I'm surprised his stuff's not an asset rep. It's been so long.
Yeah, with where he's got it set,
But hey,
I'm sure it's
he's
fine.
still there.
Yep.
But hey, he's still playing. All right, where Damon content?
Yep.
Okay.
Quick little update.
So-
Meow v Trog. That's still going on. So it's just Trog against all of Meow, and Meow can't seem to handle it. Cloud Ring has got more and more Sov lost every week, more shit blowing up. And Yeah, so that's kind of interesting that all of Meow can't seem to handle Trog all by just Trog. So
That's interesting. It's one corp.
yep.
So
I mean, CRB
Alright,
comes in every
Dara's
once in a
still
while, but
putting
that's
memes
like
out.
15 guys, so it's not that big of a deal. And
yeah.
yes, Darez puts the memes out so damn fast it makes your head spin. And yep.
Yeah. Damien came back for the Trog Meow content. So there you go. I've been seeing PvP all over the place. Can you believe I said that? That I trashed that.
You really did.
The
How many drinks is
dude,
that
I've
worth?
Quite a few. We're gonna be drunk real quick.
Yeah. Cut that one out. I promise you. We'll cut that one out. We'll use it. The but for PvP across New Eden, it's been all over the place. You got Void killing BRRR, BRRR killing Void, Pravi's out there getting kills, AOA is out there trying to kill Pravi. It's just like it's crazy all this stuff that's happening around New Eden. Though we don't really have any like super big wars going on at the moment either. So kind of people are doing their whole crab thing.
Yeah, a
right
little
now,
bit of this, a
too.
little bit of that all over the map.
Yeah, nothing too crazy. So
I call this
up until the next one.
hippie shit. That's what we are doing.
Hippie shit.
Hippie shit?
Oh, I would just miss those good old days,
Of the server war.
Yeah. God
I never
damn.
know. It could come around
Over
again.
1 year.
Could come around again.
I don't know why people aren't trying to come together against AOA yet. I just find it odd. So
Because
weird.
AOA's their friend.
Oh, that's right. They RMT their supers for them.
All right, we're ready for Q&A here to wind things up.
Yeah, do your Q&A. Let's give away a Duo Omega. And heck, I don't even know if I have Duo Omegas. I haven't given out a Duo Omega since before Christmas of last year. Yeah, it's been a long time.
Don't
So,
worry. I got you.
Yeah, Jubi, you want to give out some duos? Taylor
Yeah.
have to think of Taylor will have to think of questions off the top of his head. Okay.
I can
So,
try, of
really-
course, but don't know if they can go through,
Oh, they're
But
going
they
through
usually
now.
do.
They are going through now. I've checked.
Yeah.
That's why I'm doing it
No,
again.
send me the link. Send me the link. Let's get some duos out there. I'll submit it.
Okay.
Hopefully nobody's listening.
Question. Question number 1. We're going to be talking about a specific weapon. That weapon type is missiles. The lower the explosion radius, the higher the what? The lower the explosion... Yeah, Savarta got it first. Damage. Very good, Savarta. Send me a DM with your player ID, and you'll get a Duo Omega. It'll take about a week and a half or so, 2 weeks to award, but it's 30 days Duo Omega. You can win more than one, sure.
I don't even think Taylor
I
has
say it
finished the
depends
question
on
yet,
the
by time.
target, because if it's a succubus, your missile velocity is too slow and it cannot even reach the target.
Yeah, we're talking about generalizations here. But yes. So do you want to award one? I can ask the question and then you take care of awarding it, Jubi. Do you want to do that?
What?
Jubi, how many do you have? Jubi, how many do you have to give away?
Probably 2.
Okay. Do you want to give away 2 or just 1?
Let's do 2.
Okay, I got
Okay.
2 questions then. Do you want me to ask him or do you want to ask him?
No,
The
go
audience,
ahead. I'm
please
just
be
here.
ready.
Yeah, be ready. Here we go.
Audience, be ready.
Next question. If a missile gets a bonus to its flight velocity, that increases its what? Darez got it. So Darez, you need to send a player ID to Jubi here.
Yeah, send me a DM.
That is definitely latency on on his part because on my screen, Daraz did not win.
Yeah, on mine it's
Yeah.
it's Dara's. Weird.
This is rigged. This is totally rigged. Okay.
I didn't even see who
All right.
the chat.
All right, second question.
Does it have to be missiles? Hold on.
No,
Let me
it's-
pause it. Does it have to be? No, it gives something different.
This is different than missiles, yeah.
Nobody here does missiles. Come on.
Furbolgs deal what kind of damage? Football got that.
Fucking clue.
Thermal damage.
Yeah, they
on
do thermal.
Furbolgs. Those are fighters.
Yeah, those are heavy fighters, or they're regular fighters. They're light fighters, actually. Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah, we need a question that Damon can get right.
right. I mean, that's what I'm saying. Like, that was like a capital pilot type of question.
It
right?
is.
It's either, but not everybody's cap pilots. You know, like I said, like Hael said, you
All
need
right.
to say. You
All right.
need to
Well, here's
have one that Damon
a
can
bonus.
answer.
Here's a bonus question, and I'll award this one. What is so special about integrated drones and fighters? This is for drone pilots and for capital pilots. Savarte got
Never
that. Two
looked
types
into
of
them.
damage.
I know they're damn and
Two types of
expensive.
damage. Yep, dual damage.
That's
That's
for
what's yeah, they are expensive as all get out. Yep. So Savarta send me a DM with the other player ID, not the same one from before, and I'll put both those in for this week.
Yeah, he's got alts.
Yep.
So.
Good job. I have no more to give away. I don't think Jubi has any more to give away.
I got two.
Did I
or I
give
got
two
four.
already?
You have four
Was it
you can give
supposedly
away,
I-
Rambo, but I don't.
Supposedly I have four, but I don't know if they work.
Yeah, I'll let you handle that. My day. That's where my biggest problem came in, is when I was trying to do trivia, and then get them awarded from some other content creators, awards that they gave away. That always was such a cluster to track. It was really a cluster to
Now
track.
I don't know if Mario's here, but typically he'll let me give away his. He's got four.
Yeah. I think he uses those on his server a lot, though.
Maybe another day. I'll have to give him a heads up. So
That's what I got
We
on
can
trivia.
actually do basically always like the next week, like
Right.
a week later, if it doesn't work this week.
So I forgot to mention in the beginning of the podcast, today is Cinco de Mayo. So
I didn't even
happy
think about that.
Yeah,
I
I
honestly
think
didn't
2
think
years in a
about that.
row. 2 years in a row, I think we landed on Cinco de Mayo for a podcast episode. And also, yeah, I was gonna say it's also Revenge of the Fifth, if you're a Star Wars fan.
Yep.
So
Ooh.
yeah,
Yeah, I was like wondering what podcast is this when I was looking at the name. Like, then I recognized, Rambo's face. Oh, Taylor. Then this is the place. Yeah.
You've
I
out
was
of it
thinking
so
first
long.
this
you
is
totally...
some kind of a Hell's personal podcast because his face was on the first and like Cinco de Mayo.
Because it said
Showtime.
Cinco de Showtime. I got you. Now I'm seeing where you're coming from. I was like, I'm totally confused, but I got you now.
yeah, I was half tempted to do our intro with Quarry on there, but I didn't do it.
Yeah.
I have to revamp that song. By the way, I have to continue it.
Yeah.
I'm not done with that project.
It's a good one.
Yeah. So anyway, Hael is gonna host next week's podcast episode. So everybody
Wow.
stay tuned for that.
Nice.
Uh-oh. Not here. I have a green book. I can
Everyone's
use
like,
it
"What?"
as my green screen. There we go,
There
I'm
you go,
gone.
yeah. I'm joking, by the way.
I think we
have to
need
put you
the
on the spot.
soundboard guy for the next show.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
that was
where's he
brilliant.
been? Let's see if is he even in the I don't think he's even in the chat right now. He's been failing on us. But anyway, I think we can call it at that. Giving away some Omegas. We kept up with all the latest in Eve Echoes news and talked a little shit. So we call
Good
it
show.
a day. Call it a time. Call it
Spin the
a
lasers.
show end. So I'm gonna start the outro here. Try not to talk over it, Taylor. But thank you everybody for joining. I had to throw one more shot out there. I had to throw it out. Thanks everybody for joining. Thanks Hael for joining us on today's episode, as well
Thank
as
you for having me.
Jubi. We appreciate it. Fly safe. 07.
Thank you all for listening to this week's episode of Echoes of New Eden podcast. Please take a moment to follow us on Apple and Spotify, or subscribe to our YouTube or our Twitch channel for all the content that we release. I'd like to take this time to give a shout out to the E1 sponsored content creators. If you haven't checked out these content creators, please support them as well. Damon Cell from Echoes of Last Year, Mario from Echoes.mobi, Jubilaus PvP videos, Hell, your latest Benzie wannabe, and Eclipse PvP. We will see you next week for all the latest Indie of Echoes news. Join us live on Discord or listen on one of our platforms. To all our listeners out there, fly safe, get good, and 07.
Countdown.